To Friday, and election speculation reached fever pitch, but the Constitution states that before the PM can call an election, he must first utter the hallowed incantation in Parliament.
They are Delulu with no Salulu, Mr Speaker.
And it looks like Albo has hired the campaign team behind Dogs Go Wacko for Schmackos. With the PM set to visit the Governor-General, the nation's media stood by, ready to deliver this gripping coverage.
It is the Prime Minister's residence in Canberra. There you go. Look at that action-packed morning there. A small bird flew over the screen earlier. We'll just bring you up to date on that.
We're watching now as the car comes out of the gate and makes the right-hand turn. Google Maps tells us it should take him about 4 to 5 minutes.
He's going to take a left-hand turn, and this next left, it's then a right, and he's onto Dun Russell Drive, Australia's longest driveway down to the Governor-General's house.
If you were wondering when we'd get bored of the election, turns out before it even starts. Soon the major candidates lined up to frame the election as a choice.
This election is a choice between Labor's plan to keep building or Peter Dutton's promise to cut.
Well, this election is a choice about who can better manage our economy.
They're still sitting there going, holy shit, how do we deal with Trump? Well, I'll tell you how to deal with him once more. Put your boot up his arse and finally get it over and done with. And you can start with my Australian Ugg boots today.
Yes, a clear choice. Which of Jackie Lambie's Ugg boots should be inserted into the leader of the free world? Meanwhile, in the ultra-wealthy suburb of Mosman in Sydney, an election poster of Teal MP Charlie Pickering was defaced by a sinister gang of hardened thugs.
And the election chaos has started in Mosman this afternoon. 3 women walking along Cobbity Street have been caught using lipstick to draw pig ears on a poster promoting Teal MP Charlie Pickering.
2 piggy things on her nose. Chanel! Oh, for God's sake. Why did you let me do that? I can't get down. No, I get it. Why do you let me do that with Chanel? It does.
Ladies, please, everyone knows it's Chanel for charity events and Versace for vandalism. Police say the Mosman criminals have likely altered their appearance with Botox and fled the country by yacht, darling. To Saturday, and an incredible buzzer beater from Aussie NBA star Josh Giddey when his Chicago Bulls took on LeBron James and the LA Lakers. Down by 5 with 12 seconds to go, the Bulls made 2 3-pointers to take the lead. The Lakers then snatched it back with 3 seconds to play before this incredible shot from Giddey and even more incredible commentary.
2 seconds left. Giddey for the win!
Australia, Sydney, or Melbourne. Paul Hogan is somebody in Crocodile Dundee. Oh,
Vegemite sandwich, Don Bradman out from home and away. It's like he's just screaming out answers from the Australian citizenship test. Oh, Captain Cook, Waddle, a dingo stole my baby. Staying in America, and the Trump administration was still trying to get its story straight after a massive national security breach.
We begin tonight with a question. How on earth did this happen?
Editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, Jeffrey Goldberg, says he was accidentally texted war plans.
Journalist Jeffrey Goldberg revealed that he was accidentally included in a group chat about plans to bomb Houthis in Yemen.
This is a massive fuck-up of epic proportions.
That's right. Trump officials discussed a top-secret military strike on a Signal group chat instead of the US government's secure negotiation platform, Facebook Marketplace. But despite accidentally adding a journalist to the group, the White House maintained that the information wasn't even classified.
There was no classified information transmitted.
No classified information was shared.
It wasn't classified, as I understand it.
Trump's advisors thought they had us convinced that they hadn't shared attack plans with a journalist on Signal, right up until that journalist published an article titled, "Here are the attack plans that Trump's advisors shared on Signal," which led to a nightmare scenario for anyone who's lied about what they've said in a group chat. Screenshots of the entire conversation were printed out on giant pieces of cardboard for all the world to see.
Just confirmed with CENTCOM we are a go for mission launch. Then it says at 12:15 Eastern F-18's launch first strike package. This is classified information. This is classified information.
Yeah, that's not just a smoking gun. That's specific details on what type of guns will be used and the exact times they would be smoking. Despite this objectively being, what did Piers call it again?
A massive fuck-up of epic proportions.
Yeah. Despite being that, Trump's fans at Fox News still didn't think any of this was a big deal.
Did you ever try to start a group text? You're adding people and you accidentally add the wrong person. All of a sudden, your Aunt Mary knows all your raunchy plans for the bachelor party. Well, that kind of happened today with the Trump administration. Could have been a wee bit of a security breach. I'm sure it won't happen again.
Yeah, classic bachelor party. Hey, honey, I don't know how to tell you, but last night, me and the boys, we had a few too many drinks. One thing led to another, and I kind of bombed Yemen. To Sunday, and the cost of living knocked off this fish as the top election issue.
You know, Kinder Buenos used to be $1.50. $3 now.
That's the indicator?
That's the indicator.
Shocking. The Kinder Bueno index has doubled. That's no bueno. It is getting harder and harder for working families just to put a bueno on the table. But Anthony Albanese is a student of history. He knows that no sitting PM has ever been re-elected in the middle of a bueno bubble. And he was quick to promise relief.
Anthony Albanese has made his first promise of the official election campaign, saying he'll outlaw price gouging by the supermarkets.
Announcing a plan to slug supermarkets with multi-million-dollar fines if they're caught price gouging.
Yeah, about bloody time. I hate getting gouged at the checkout, almost as much as I hate getting slugged at the Bowser. Or worse than that, getting ploughed at a farmer's market. Just one question, Prime Minister. What exactly is price gouging? And please give it to us in terms that everyday Aussies can understand.
Price gouging is when supermarkets are taking the piss off Australian consumers. That's what it is. That's what price gouging is. Everyone out there knows.
Exactly. Price gouging is a bit like pornography in that I know it when I see it, and it really shouldn't be happening in the supermarket.